بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم، والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم. اللهم لا سهل إلا ما جعلته سهلا، وأنت تجعل الحزن إذا شئت سهلا. اللهم انفعنا بما علمتنا وعلمنا ما ينفعنا. أهلا بكم في الجزء الأول من مراجعة المسار سي للحادي عشر جنرال لعام الدراسي 2024-2025 الترم الثاني. في البداية أنا حابب أعرف الناس الأول أو الطلبة بتوعنا آلية استخدام الهيكل، عشان الهيكل ده يمكن جديد علينا أو شكله جديد علينا. لو لاحظنا إن الهيكل بينزل على هيئة ملفين. الملف الأولاني هو اللي احنا شايفينه قصادنا على الشاشة، هذا الملف. هنلاقي الملف ده بيتضمن النتائج بتاعة التعلم، الوردة في السؤال، وموطن السؤال موجود فين أو إيه اللي مطلوب فيه، رقم صفحات الكتاب، رقم الأجزاء اللي نازلة في السؤال من الملف التاني. يعني مثلا لو خدنا السؤال الأولاني هنجد أنه بيتضمن صفحة 126 من الكتاب، وبيتضمن الجزء الأول والثاني من الملف الآخر اللي نازل مصاحب للهيكل، وهذا الملف. إذا احنا لو شفنا هنا ده السؤال الأول، هذه الجزئية اللي أنا هظللها هي عبارة عن السؤال الأول. أوكي، مش دي بس، يعني أنا قصدي على 1 واحد. طيب، يعني أنا قمت بمجهود لا بأس بيه، إن أنا جمعت الاتنين في ملف باوربوينت واحد، وهو ده اللي احنا هنشتغل منه في المراجعة. المراجعة هتنقسم إلى جزئين، الجزء الأولاني خاص بالهيكل، والجزء الثاني خاص بأسئلة سنوات سابقة على منهج الحادي عشر جنرال. نستعين بالله سبحانه وتعالى ونبتدي الجزء الأول ونقول بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. طبعا الامتحان مكون من 25 سؤال، كل سؤال عليه 4 علامات. نبدأ بأول سؤال. السؤال الأول question number 1. Explain how positive and negative feedback regulate hormone levels to maintain internal condition. السؤال ده بيتضمن information from text on the specified page، عبارة عن جزء محدد متاخد من الصفحة بتاعت 126، وفي question and PDF اللي احنا هنشوفهم بعد شوية. ادي this is the question, this one. Okay, you see it by red square, and this is the solve of it, it's by red square. And there are another question, okay, by zigzag line, blue zigzag line, and the answer of this question is this one, which is by zigzag line. The first one is during the trance. Let me make it bigger, sorry. Yes. During a stressful situation, which hormones are secreted in adrenal gland? If we read here, we will find epinephrine and norepinephrine. Okay, this is the solve of this question. The other question asked about what is the function of the hormones produced by the adrenal gland. There are many hormones secreted by adrenal gland, like aldosterone, like cortisol, like nephrine and epinephrine. And we know now the nephrine and epinephrine is secreted in a stressful situation, okay, to make our body fitness to the many conditions like afraid or or like this situation, okay, or fight or flight, okay, all this situation we will arrange it by the nephrine and epinephrine. So that we take now two. The other two is aldosterone and cortisol. Cortisol, it's make what? It's make uh, uh, it's make a raising of glucose and reduce inflammation. Okay, it will be here, raise blood glucose. Okay, and aldosterone is affect the kidneys and is important for reabsorbing sodium. So that now we solve this two question. Okay. But the zigzag line question, it will be mentioned in another question, so that, sorry, in another page, so that we will return again to this one after that. Okay. Question number 2. Question number 2, it has information from text specific page 79 and figure number 18 with demonstrate understanding question 2. Let us see it. I advise you, okay, an advisement. Any shape or any figure, you must again remember the definitions or the words which in the figure, all one. Okay, you must. Okay, let us see what is this question number 2. This is a question number 2. Diagram the excretion of wastes from the Bowman's capsule to the urethra. Okay, this is the urethra. Okay, this is the last last thing he mentioned here, and the first one is this one, glomerulus. So that the glomerulus fertilize the blood, and after that is going, let me make it bigger. Okay, after that is going to the convoluted duct or convoluted tube. Okay, after that to henal lobe. After that to the collecting tube, and the collecting tube collect the urine to the pelvis of the kidney, renal pelvis, and the renal pelvis it's put the urine to the urethra. This is the way you can drawing or diagram or mention as he will ask it in the exam or in the test. Okay, let us go to the next question. Question number 4, I think 4 or 3. Yes, question number 3. Figure 18 and the question on the specific page based figure. Okay, let us see what is this question and what is this. This diagram is very, very important. Every test, every year, they bring this figure and ask about it. Okay? As I say before, when we have a figure, we must study everything, every word in this figure. Let us know what this figure about. It has about the homeostasis or balancing of the calcium in our body. It's make by negative feedback. Negative feedback, it's meaning when it's coming high, something make it to the normal stage. Okay, when it's coming less or little, it's something happen in our body to make it in the normal stage. Okay, طيب. The question is specific page side figure. This meaning this question. Explain how PTH and CT illustrate negative feedback. Okay, let us see. PTH is it meaning the parathyroid hormone, and CH it's meaning the what it's called. It's called as thyroid hormone. I think it's called hormone, and yes, calcitonin. I'm sorry, calcitonin. Okay, because we have two things, PTH and CT. CT is calcitonin, and PTH is a parathyroid hormone. Okay, let us see. If the calcium coming high, okay, now high calcium in blood levels, what will happen? We will going with the way. Okay, let us see. High calcium blood level, we have two ways here. Number one, thyroid gland release more calcitonin. Why more calcitonin? Because the calcitonin is taking the calcium from the blood and put it in the bone, or there are many things that happen. Okay, and excrete it more in the stolen, okay, and excreted more in the urea, like that. Okay, so that the thyroid gland will excrete more of CT or calcitonin, and after that moved from blood to bone. Okay, as I say, this is one way, and after that the calcium will be in the normal level. Okay, this one way. The other way, parathyroid gland, so that we have two glands, thyroid gland and parathyroid gland. Okay, it will make what? It release less from PTH. Okay, why is release more from PTH or parathyroid hormone? Because the calcium is very high and calcitonin is reduce the calcium in blood, but the PTH is increase the calcium in blood. Okay, so that the excretion of parathyroid hormone, it must be less. But if the calcium high, okay, the calcitonin will be more, and the parathyroid hormone or PTH it will be less. On the other hand, if the calcium little or low, okay, what will happen? The thyroid gland will decrease its hormone اللي هو calcitonin, and the parathyroid it will excrete more of PTH. Okay, this is the role of the base knowledge. Okay, let us see if it's low. If it's low, we will going with a row here. It's low of calcium blood, and the parathyroid gland will make what will make this one, not this one? This one for high and this one for low. Release more of PTH, okay? And the parathyroid hormone, what it's make? It's taking the calcium from bones, okay, and put it in the blood. So that moves from bones to a blood, and the calcium will coming again to the normal stage. Okay, I think it's clear now for this question, and believe me, this question will come in our test. Okay, right. Next, number 4. Information from text in 18. Okay, specific page and question PDF. We will see this. Yep, this one. Okay, and this is a question here. This is a question they mention in the Heikel. What is the typical volume of urine produced daily by the healthy adult? And he gave us this knowledge to take this from it, and this is the solve. It's about sorry, the kidney filtered 180 liters, and it's excreted 1.5 liter of urine daily. Okay, this is an adult and normal. Okay, this is the solve for this question. Okay, we will going to the next one, number 5. Identify the relation between gland cells and their, okay, no problem. Figure 18, okay, sorry, figure 19, and demonstrate understanding question. This is the question, okay. I think he asked about pancreas because if we see figure 19, this is the figure 19, okay, and he asked about identify and describe the function of pituitary. This is not for pituitary. Thyroid. This is diagram is not for thyroid. Parathyroid. This is not for parathyroid, but it's for pancreas and adrenal gland. No, here adrenal. So that he asked about the describe, identify, and describe the function. He wants the function of pancreas. If we see this diagram, we will know what is the function of pancreas. Pancreas, the function is regulate the level of sugar in our body. So that we has here else, oh, this is an example else for negative feedback. Before we study this, you must know the rule. If the sugar is high, okay, pancreas will secreted insulin to take the sugar from blood and store it in the around the liver or in the muscles, okay, or in the cells as a compound called as اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد, glycogen, as glycogen. Okay, if the sugar in our blood is coming low, the pancreas is secrete the glucagon, it's a hormone like the insulin, to transfer the glycogen to glucose and put this glucose in blood, so that the level of the sugar will come again to the normal stage. Okay, let's see that. Here is up is high, and here is down of sugar. When a blood glucose is high, okay, blood glucose, the glucose is a type of sugar, okay, is high, insulin secreted from pancreas, okay, and glycogen form glucose from glucose, sorry, and the blood glucose decreases insulin secretion inhibited. Okay. Like in the case of when blood glucose is low, glucagon is the next hormone. Here, insulin is the first hormone. This is the second hormone. This is in high, and this is in low. Okay? Glucagon secreted from pancreas. Okay? What's this glucagon made? The glucose, it's make the glucose from form glycogen. It's make glucose forms from glycogen. It's meaning transferring the glycogen to glucose and non carbohydrates. Okay, no problem. Okay, let me make it bigger to see it. And blood glucose increases. Blood glucose increases. When the blood glucose increases, it must be inhibit the glucagon. Okay, so that the glucagon secretion inhibit because the glucose is coming in the normal stage. Okay, let us see the other question, number 6. Figure number 1. Okay, information from text on a specific page. Figure is the male reproductive system produce gametes called a sperm in the test. This too is mentioned in the MOE recover, okay, or in Heikel, it's meaning, but he didn't hear what he want, that we will going to the object to know what he want, explain the structure and function of the male and female human reproductive system. So that, but if we read this one, we will know he wanted the structure and function of the male, not female, so that we will see here. Okay, this is a human male reproductive. We must study every word in this male reproductive to solve the inequations coming on this shape or in this figure. Okay, and here another question: what happened to the male during puberty? During puberty, okay. During puberty, there are here 2 questions. Okay, one of them is about sperm cells, and this is another question. Okay, what happened to in puberty? Puberty اللي هو البلوغ يعني اللي بيحصل فيه. ف this is the solve for this question. In puberty, the characteristic include hair on a face and chest, broader shoulders, okay, broader shoulders, increased muscle development and a deeper voice. This is the soul of this question. Okay, let us see the question number 7. Demonstrate understanding. Question 4. You want this question 4. Okay, as we say before, this is the number of page in our book, and this is the number of section in the PDF attachment with the Heikel. Okay, right. Let us see what he wants. Explain your thinking. Question number 5. Where this one? It's question number 4 and question number 5. And this it will be, this is 4 and this is 5. Let us read it. He asked about explain the major events that take place in the endometrium and in the ovary during the menstrual cycle. It's general question, okay? So that you must know all the stages of the menstrual phase and what happened in every stage of this, okay? I think I have a summary for this one. I'll put here, okay? I'll stop the record now to put it because I remember it now, and after that I'll complete the record again. Okay. Let us complete. If we see this one about the stages, we have 3 stages. Number 1, the follow phase. Number 2, let us change the color. Okay. 1 minute. Okay, where's the color? Yeah, here. Okay, the follicular phase, it's from 6 to 12. Here, from 1 to 5. Okay. And the evolution on about day 12. And number 4, the luteal phase. This is the last one. Let us see. In the first stage, low level of progesterone and estrogen. Low level of progesterone and estrogen. Be careful about that. When the level of progesterone and estrogen is coming low, okay, the flow happen. Right. Of womb lining shade away, okay. Right. The next stage, the follicular phase, from 6 to 14. From 6 to 14 these days, okay. What happened? The front lobes, not lobes, of the pituitary gland release an increase of FSH. This will make what? 2 things. Number 1, lead to increased estrogen. Okay, will be increase this one. Reduce FSH. The estrogen will reduce FSH. Okay? And the other thing, growth of one of follicle and produced estrogen, preventing other follicle from growing again. يبقى the FSH which from pituitary gland, it's make more of estrogen. The more of estrogen will reduce FSH and prevent or inhibit other follicle from growing. Just one follicle it will grow. Okay, and estrogen act on the uterus to stimulate the thickening of the endometrium. Okay, until now I think it's clear. طيب. Estrogen only, which prevent the other follicle, it will make another thing. What it will make, and after 12, day 12, the ovulation on about day 12. Estrogen stimulates the anterior pituitary to release a more of LH. Now, but after 12, LH will raising. But after from 6 to 14, FSH will raising and make the estrogen raising. Now the estrogen raising, it will make the LH to raising. Okay, and LH will make what? This causes the follicle to shredding and release the secondary oocyte. Okay, this is called as ovulation. ده بيطلق عليه حتى بالعربي اسم التبويض، او يعني ايه ظهور البويضه خلاص جاهزه بقى للتلقيح عند هذه الحاله. طيب after that what will happen? The luteal phase. The luteal phase, okay, the pituitary follicle develops ruptured follicle develops into a structure called the Krebs luteum، او اللي احنا بنقول عليه الجسم الاصفر، Krebs luteum او الجسم الايه الاصفر. الجسم الاصفر ده او Krebs luteum secretes high level of progesterone and some estrogen. Until now, the progesterone and estrogen is high. Okay, didn't forget that when it's coming low, the follow phases start. Okay, right. Keep the level of this highest of estrogen and progesterone. It keeps the level of SH and LH low by negative feedback and lead to prevent any follicle from developing. Okay. If the fertilization does not occur, what will happen? The Krebs luteum اللي احنا قلنا عليه الجسم الاصفر decomposed، تحلل، ولما يتحلل هو كان السبب اصلا في ارتفاع في المرحله دي، في ارتفاع الاستروجين والبروجسترون. يبقى الاستروجين والبروجسترون هينخفض مستواه. The Krebs luteum decompose and estrogen and progesterone level drop. This causes the detachment of the endothelium and the new cycle begin. Okay. So that if we read this question, he asked about after 12 days, one about 12 days. Okay. Estrogen levels caused a shape increase in amount of LH that is released according to negative feedback model. What would you expect to happen? هنا بيسأل وبيقول سؤال بسيط جدا. ثواني. السؤال بيقول ايه؟ بيقول انه استنتج لو انه في اليوم الثاني عشر تسببت مستويات هرمون الاستروجين في زيادة حادة في كمية الهرمون اللي احنا قلنا عليه amount of LH. اوكي. ده بعد اليوم ال 12 الذي يتم افرازه وفقا لنموذج التغذية الراجعة السلبية. ما الذي يتوقع حدوثه؟ هل ال LH لو احنا رجعنا هنا بعد اليوم ال 12 اوكي بيزيد؟ بيزيد. طيب فده هيؤدي الى ايه؟ احنا مجاوبين عليها هنا اهو. This causes a follicle to shredding and release the secondary oocyte. هو ده اللي هيحصل بس. هي دي الإجابة. اوكي؟ هناخد بالنا من الدورة كلها وناخد بالنا عشان لو جاب لنا أي سؤال فيها.